Hello Libra and welcome to your weekly reading. So we are in Leo season, but we're moving towards a really, really potent full moon in your fellow air sign Aquarius, which is happening on the 11th here in Australia, but you might want to check where that is in your time zone. So let's see. We've got take charge of this situation, message from Ascended Masters, and fertility plan. My goodness, I feel like something, and this is the energy I was getting for you. I felt like when I was tuning in that there was a bit of static, like there was a denser energy, but then there was almost a sense of being able to rise above that and to see things and connect in and see things clearer, and maybe there could be a sense of breakthroughs. So this take charge of the situation is like a test of faith, quite literally, because, you're parting the seas. You are Moses here. You're parting the seas, and that's a huge thing to be doing. So it's like you might be taking on something big, but the fertility energy is saying that there is, a lot of potential here. It's a very fertile time and space. So yes, you are taking on something big, but it feels like, you're stepping into something, but it actually feels good. So that's kind of where I get this sense of trust. Have a lot of faith in yourself at this moment in time, Libra. And the seeds can grow into something really amazing with that fertility energy that's there. Oh, I love this. The 9 of Acorns. I love this beautiful Black Panther that comes in. It just is like soul power that's coming through. It's like, oh my gosh, eyes on the prize. There's this soul knowing that comes in, and it says power and perseverance. Look at that. So you're going to need that because you are parting the seas. Like you're taking on something that requires a lot of faith, but it is like stick with it because it's a powerful energy. You're powerful enough to be doing this. You're working with a powerful energy that may feel like it's outside of you as well. But I actually feel like this is more like you're drawing on your own inner strength and resilience. So stick with it because, like when fertility comes in, it's saying that there's amazing potential, like I said. So let's see what's shifting and changing for you at this moment in time. So it may be a week where you're feeling more powerful for whatever reason, or maybe a week where you've kind of been challenged to step into your power in some way. So let's see what else is coming through for you, Libra. What's shifting and changing for you this week? If we can get some cards, nothing jumping, but I'm using my Mythic Tarot deck this week. Just felt like it was the right week because this is a more of an intense energy around, and this deck knows how to work with it. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, fate. Fate is the wheel is turning, okay? The wheel is turning, things are shifting and changing, something from that beautiful womb-like space. Again, we've got this fertile energy around. Something within this womb-like space is shifting and changing, and a seed is about to be activated. The Two of Pentacles. You're about to be stepping into something new with the Two of Pentacles, taking up the tools, learning new skill. The Two of Pentacles. So starting something new, which is in that earth realm. The Hanged Man energy. Interesting. Okay, so the Hanged Man energy, I just want to put that down. And I see the Queen of Wands at the base. So she's a very Leo energy. You can see that big line at the base there. And we are in Leo season, so we're always kind of working with the energy. And what I like is that we've got the kind of golden line, but then we've got the Black Panther, the two very strong feline energies. And for me, those energies are around the different sides of the soul that are coming through. So this Black Panther energy is something that's kind of residing deep inside of yourself, perhaps in the shadow areas or the underworld that's emerging up. And this Queen of Wands is something that's in the outside world that you're looking at here, but you're being very discerning about what it is, but you're attracting some kind of opportunity. So interestingly, I feel like you're working on a lot of stuff here to do with the Hanged Man energy is interesting because it might be where there's some, like again, there was that stagnant energy around. There could have been delays with the Hanged Man energy. This is where I feel like you're wanting to shift and change something that felt like it was kind of not going anywhere. But the Wheel of Fortune is shifting and changing. So that is about to move something that was stagnant in your life, this stagnant energy. And the Hanged Man energy is saying there is no blame, even though it might want to blame something or someone or even yourself for the reason this has not been moving forward in your life, because it's time to pick up your tools and because the Wheel of Fate's saying it's time to be doing this. So this might have been something that was sleeping in your life with the Hanged Man energy, something that felt like it was just never going to get off the ground, something that felt like for whatever reason, maybe you thought that if you did this, it might have some negative consequences. But it's kind of like, I feel like the pull of the Wheel of Fortune is that it's pulling you into starting something new that there may have been resistance to in the past. So, yeah, interesting. So let's see what else is coming through around this. So I feel like it's potentially something that you or someone that you've given, you may have wanted to give up on. At some point, there might be a point where you want to give up, but the universe is not going to let you. So this is something that's either coming back that's been something that's been stagnant and hadn't gone anywhere that now is moving forward, or there's a sense of while you're trying to part the seas here like Moses, taking something big on that requires a lot of faith, there's going to be a point of where you're going to want to give up and the universe is not going to let you. So the Four of Pentacles is what are you holding on to for fear of letting go? We've got the King of Wands, because the King of Wands is saying, I'm ready to now move forward. It's a very magnetic, it could be someone around you that's very magnetic, very powerful, very charismatic. You've both got the King and the Queen of Wands. So there's this balance between the divine masculine feminine with the fire energy of activating and doing things. It can be very creative energy. It can be stepping into your leadership because you're taking charge of the situation. But the King of Wands is looking at the Four of Pentacles and going, I don't want to hold on to something and just remain in this stagnant space. Let's do this. Let's do what it is that is kind of this thing that's this passion or this thing that's inspiring you or something you truly desire. The Knight of Wands, the King of Wands is saying, I've got the Knight at my disposal here. Oh, what else? Oh, my goodness. We had the Queen hiding as well, the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. My gosh, we've got the full cavalry. This King of Wands is saying, nope, we're not staying. Oh, and the Six of Wands. Oh my gosh, Libra. And the Page of Swords coming in. Listen for information. There's messages, news coming to you at this moment in time. It's time to move forward with something. This little sense of this poor little Four of Pentacles here. I actually really want to put this up on the screen for you because it's just it's the whole family coming in here, the King, Queen, Knight of Wands, and then the Six of Wands is like the heroes welcome the accolades. Very successful energy, but something is immobilized into action here. This Four of Pentacles is like, I want to just hold on and stay in this space and not move forward a little bit, it felt safe in this zone here. And it's like, no, things are mobilizing. You can't stay in that zone. And I feel like this Four of Pentacles and the Hanged Man are kind of a similar energy. Even though there's a stagnation around it, perhaps there's fear about moving forward with it, which is interesting. But the Four of Pentacles can also be if you have been saving for something and you've got savings, you've been squirreling money, putting it aside, it's time to start activating the plan. So look at this. You've got both the King and Queen of Wands, divine feminine, divine masculine, going, let's do this. Let's make this positive change with the Knight of Wands. And then there's success, recognition, triumph, victory with the Six of Wands. So it's like, it's time. It's time to start this. It's time to do this. It's time to pick up the tools or whatever it is that you're wanting to activate and shift and change, take charge of the situation. There could be things like the Page of Swords could be messages coming to you that are solutions that are coming through. There could be, like I said, news, messages, information coming to you that's helping you move forward, or you're just getting the message it's time to move on with this, to start it, to just move forward. And the Page of Swords can also be online energy. So maybe it's something online that you're looking at as well. It could be something to do with technology. But the Page of Swords is new ideas as well coming in. So Yeah, I just feel like there's news. You're getting messages coming in, really, really strong messages. So, wow. Okay. So, definitely as the sleeper has awoken here, and that little energy that said I was happy just sleeping and not doing much for whatever reason. I might have had all these reasons why I was happy for that to kind of be delayed or to not start. If something has been delayed in your life, it's like all stations go, we're moving forward with it. So for whatever reasons, it's just like, yep, it's time. So it says, I have the perfect living space. This is your affirmation card. I see myself living in a wonderful place. It fulfills all my needs and desires. It's in a beautiful location and at a price I can afford. Fantastic. So for some of you, quite literally, like this could be you moving forward with like what's going on in terms of where you're living at this moment. There's these very, very positive shifts and changes that are coming through. This could be like if you're saving money for any kind of changes around the house or renovations, or you need something done. This is where, the King of Wands, Queen of Wands, they're moving forward with this. Stick with it. We're going to do this. I feel like there's a bigger energy around it as well, in that the perfect living space, what they're showing me, or what I'm feeling with this, is that it's actually indicative of of you in this lifetime, of where you're at this moment in time. So yes, it is to do with where you're living and your living space, and there's new things coming in around it. It's time to make those changes or to do things. And it can be something as small as like, changing some artworks around in your home, or it could be something as big as like a huge renovation or a total move, moving home, however that looks for you. It's also this sense of not only is it your living situation, this where you're living in your home and what your home space feels like is reflective of you as a person. So it's time to expand something. So if something needs repairs, or you need to expand and live in a lighter space or a different space, listen to kind of what that means in terms of you as a person, how you're shifting and changing and expanding as well. And what that means kind of on a bigger message, because that's kind of what they were saying, is it's not just the living space. The living space is symbolic of you and your growth. So yeah, the houses, when you dream about houses or the house that you're living in, like I look around my house and go, well, I need to clean the windows. The windows really need to clean. And so that's all about, wanting to see clearly, feeling like I want to see. And so, there may be something where the vision was blurred, or there was a lot of like build-up of gunk and it just needed to kind of energetically clear something. So just pay attention, because like I said, it could be something small like cleaning windows. It could be something big, but that's symbolic of something in your life. So, and stick with it. Stick with it. So this is it. This doesn't have to necessarily be around living space as well, as what they're just saying, because there's so much creativity and action with this. It's time to take action with something, step into your leadership. It could be very creative, but you're just kind of motivated and moving forward with something. So it can be anything in your life. It doesn't have, because the Two of Pentacles can sometimes be this energy of, this is Daedalus, like learning a new skill. He's quite literally picking up tools and going, right, I need to learn how to do something. And it could be to do with your work or your career, or maybe, you are actually helping out with, maybe you're actually doing carpentry or woodworking or something like that. Not necessarily for all of you, but I feel like you're actively involved with the process. You're learning these new skills that is helping you move forward at this moment in time through experience. You're learning through experience, through this activation. So that's it, Libra. That's your reading, but all stations go. All stations go. Very successful energy, positive shifts and changes that are coming in at this moment in time. Requires a lot of power, perseverance, faith, and taking charge of the situation. But a lot of potential success and fertility around it as well. So that's it. Thanks so much for joining me. Love to hear your comments about this, and please like, subscribe, share, and take care.